Hello guys, it's Michael from WOBAM Entertainment. Today we have a special episode. We were recording our San Diego Comic-Con Part 2 podcast, and some Star Wars news broke. It was casting, announcements, everything. So we decided to record a special podcast where we have a discussion on that. It's not too long, but some bonus content for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Now on with the show.
Hello everyone and welcome back. We're here to talk about the Star Wars Episode 9 cast that was just announced. With me today I have Landon.
Hi everybody.
I have Matt from Revenge of the Fans.
Hey now.
And I have Michael.
The Force be with you.
So, what does everyone think about the casting?
I mean, it's great. The Kerry Russell stuff's confirmed. Billy D. Williams is confirmed. I mean, but the best news is the Leia news, because there was all this crap about like CGI or like Meryl Streep or stuff like that. The option they did, I think, is the best option.
Yes, I would.
Which, for those that don't know, in the press release, it says the role of Leia Organa will once again be played by Carrie Fisher using previously unreleased footage shot for Star Wars The Force Awakens. We desperately loved Carrie Fisher, says Abrams. Finding a truly satisfying conclusion to the Skywalker saga without her eluded us. We were never going to recast or use a CG character. With the support and blessing from her daughter, Billy, we have found a way to honor Carrie's legacy and role as Leia in Episode 9 by using unseen footage we shot together in Episode 7. That's the only paragraph I care about right now.
It's interesting to see what they'll use. Backgrounds can be redone, so I'm not really concerned about them returning to Yavin per se. So it'll be interesting to see.
So if you watch The Force Awakens, like I need to give you all a reason to watch The Force Awakens, but if you watch The Force Awakens, in the scene where Han and Leia are talking to each other close up about losing Ben to Snoke and that kind of thing, if you look in the background changes. It's two different scenes edited together. And so I think that, they're not going to have any problems with just sort of integrating that into, because they put two scenes together where most people don't notice it in The Force Awakens itself.
Yeah, and one great thing about the existing footage is that they do have the ability to trim out a person in a frame. And so they could very well do that as well if they have the right footage.
Right. And the other movie magic, they bring people who don't even exist, like Tarkin and stuff to life. So I have no issue that it'll look seamless, because it's not like, it's going to be expensive, but it's not like Lucasfilm doesn't have the money to spend.
And it's worth it, honestly.
Correct. I agree.
To have the correct closure, as they said, that each film was supposed to be dedicated to each one of the original three. So I really think it's worth having Carrie Fisher in this movie and closing her arc out properly.
Definitely. I agree.
Yeah, I fully agree.
Totally.
I was saying, I'm not going to do well in theaters. I already didn't do well in The Last Jedi. Tears in my eyes and all that stuff, seeing her, and it's going to be the same. It's probably even going to be worse come Episode 9 when she pops up on screen. I'm just not going to do well with that.
The tears are going to flow. 110%.
Yep. Can't imagine me being worse than The Last Jedi. So,
me either. But who knows? Like, I don't know. Won't underestimate myself.
So obviously the Carrie thing is huge, but the two big things I'm really excited about. Well, okay, three things. Mark Hamill's coming back, confirmed.
Woo!
So I was worried for a while that they might just discard him.
He literally at the end of Last Jedi says, "See you around, kid." Like, I had no, like, and J.J. Abrams he does moments very well. Say what you will about his third acts, but he does moments very well, and I don't think you could resist having Force Ghost Luke show up to Ben or Rey or somebody.
Exactly. Or having Luke Skywalker be the conscience voice for Kylo and saying, "Are you sure you want to do that?" I don't think so. So
I just want 2.5 hours of Luke just pestering Kylo Ren.
Oh, that'd be a great movie.
Well, yeah, especially if he breaks out his Joker voice to do like the devil angel thing. If he broke out the Joker voice for the devil side of it instead of the angel side, it'd be cool too. But I don't think he's allowed to do that. So
they'll never do that because it would be too out of character.
I know it'd be way too on the nose.
It'd be too much like a Yoda thing.
Right.
He learned from the best.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, Mark Hamill, obviously. Billy D being confirmed is awesome because, he's an actor who, in his older years, he's more limited in what he can do mobility-wise.
Right.
But at the same time, there's a super rich history to go back on for Lando, especially after he was in Solo.
Yeah, and he can, and you know that because of what happened in Solo, he's going to be back at the Falcon to have a reunion, and they don't need him to run down a corridor. They can just have him sit in the Falcon cockpit, and if they can get Nien Nunb back and have a Return of the Jedi cockpit Death Star reunion, that would be all the better.
We need to have this guy on more podcasts because I really like his theories.
I'm hoping that he is Maz's other boyfriend.
So there was a rumor that he was supposed to be the one with that he was supposed to own the Canto Bight Casino, but just health reasons and stuff, they couldn't get Lando in there or whatever, or Billy D in there. But who knows if that's true? You know, I read it on the internet, so I assume it's true, but who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all signs point to him really dedicating himself to this because he dropped out of some comic conventions and
Right.
He was losing a lot of weight. So I am excited to see him back.
It seems that he went on the same regimen that like they put Mark and Carrie on before Force Awakens started filming. Like it's the same thing so that he looks, you know, like Lando instead of Billy.
Right. And then the third thing is Richard E. Grant. Holy cow!
Yeah, I know, right? That's awesome.
So I'm a big Richard E. Grant fan after he was in A Christmas Carol with Patrick Stewart years ago. Ever
Okay.
since then, I've been a big fan. And, I mean, he was in Logan a couple of years ago.
Anybody
I
who
think that he'll be fantastic in this.
was in Doctor Who can go into Star Wars, I am game for. And he was the great intelligence in Doctor Who, and he also played the. Oh, I'm gonna mess this up, and people are gonna get mad at me. There's a comic relief special in the '90s. I think he was the 10th or 11th Doctor in that. Like it starts out with Rowan Atkinson as the 9th Doctor. Stephen Moffat actually wrote it as a comic relief thing. It's actually pretty hilarious, and he keeps regenerating through the thing. Like Hugh Grant's one of them. It's pretty great, but he plays one of those versions of that sort of Doctor. It's not canon or anything, but it's just a funny thing. But he's the great intelligence in Doctor Who also. So anybody who can be in Doctor Who who's also in Star Wars, then I'm happy for.
We also have a new character being played by Naomi Ackie, and I think she was in Doctor Who as well.
I am not. I have to Google her.
I'm 90% sure that that's correct.
She was in one episode. Face the Raven. That was it.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I'm looking at her now. Okay.
So both her character and Richard E. Grant's character are unknown. Their names are unknown at this time.
Right.
So we'll see. Kelly Marie Tran is also returning as Rose Tycho, which was good to see, especially after the harassment she faced.
Yeah, that's great news. I loved her character.
Get hyped!
Guys, the biggest news from all this, Daisy Ridley's coming back.
Really?
Still shocked. I never thought it would happen after the whole bit at the end about the books hiding in the drawer. I just thought they would try and like have her in a corner the whole movie reading these books, but I'm excited to see her coming back.
I thought we were going to follow the Broom Kid the rest of the way.
I just hope that, you know, Chewbacca's my favorite character, and I just hope he's more than a Porg babysitter in this one. Like, I hope he has something to do.
Just hope he's not next on Disney's kill list.
Oh.
Don't do that. That's not, no. 'Cause see, and like, Like Chewie and the droids are the two easiest links to the original trilogy because you just put a tall guy in the suit and you can have Chewie forever. You don't have to worry about actors aging out or anything like that. So Chewie's the easiest one to keep alive to keep that link to the original trilogy.
I just hope they don't. If they kill Chewbacca, I hope he doesn't die by a moon. And
no, we're not. We're not talking about this. I'm gonna get too upset. We can't talk about Chewie's death. It's not. We can't do that.
Okay.
We do have to mention Kerry Russell. I was so excited and hyped about Richard E. Grant when I first read the story, but Kerry Russell was confirmed. We just don't know her character yet, aside from the casting rumor about her being Mara Jade.
Ray's mom.
No, thank you.
Mara Jade, please. That's all I'm asking.
So I am on team. I don't think that she'll be Ray's mom because I don't think that JJ will go back on what Ryan did.
That and everybody thought Laura Dern was going to be Rey's mom in Last Jedi also. Like, this is just a thing that happens now. And so now any unknown female role is going to be Rey's mother. Exactly.
Same thing happened with Rogue One.
Yeah, everyone thought Jyn Erso was her mother too. As like, y'all need to find a hobby or something. Like, we just let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
It's the same thing as these Bay action movies where they cast a woman and they're like, oh, so she's going to be such and such's girlfriend? No. It's like, no, it's just a character, dude.
My biggest thing is they said in the beginning that the episodes were going to follow the Skywalker family, and I will stick by that theory, and that is all that I will say.
Yeah, because Ben is part of the Skywalker family, and the trilogy is just as much about him as Rey. Rey is important to Ben's journey. I think they're the yin and yang. So, just like the original trilogy was about Luke, but it was also about Han, who wasn't the Skywalker. And I think it's both of them complement each other. So you still have the Skywalker saga being, anchored with Ben Solo.
I'm just excited that because more than any of the other trilogies, they've really built up this climactic battle between Rey and Kylo. So, like the original trilogy sort of did with Luke and Vader, but it kind of fizzled out in the second movie. With this one, I think there's going to be some serious hype going into it, especially if they reference it in a trailer.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if it ended with redemption for Ben too, but we'll see. It could go either way. I wouldn't be surprised either way. It could go either way.
Yeah, it could go either way.
A Zuko character, if this is to reference Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Zuko has more redeeming qualities, though.
Is he, though?
I'm just impressed you got a Avatar reference in this conversation, so it's pretty good, man.
Well, I can get Avatar in any conversation if I want to.
Well, we could go back and forth on this, but that's really all we wanted to talk about today was the casting stuff. So, where can we find everyone on social media?
I'm on Twitter at Iceman525. Don't ask about the name, it's a long story.
I'm at MTJR_15 on Twitter.
I am at the Bellman on Twitter. That's spelled Beall because my ancestors couldn't spell. And I'm also everywhere else at Storybake. And you can find my website at storybake.net.
And I am on Twitter at KGillstrap13. I want to thank Matt from Revenge of the Fans once again for joining us.
It was fun, guys. Thanks for having me on.
And we will see y'all next time.
Bye!
See you around, kids.
You've been listening to the WOBAM Entertainment Podcast. For more from WOBAM Entertainment. Visit us on the web at WOBAM Entertainment. Let us know what you thought of this episode on Twitter. Let us know what you thought of this episode or Instagram on Twitter at WOBAM or Instagram at WOBAM. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next time.